Our Region's Business is sponsored by PNC for the achiever in you. Our Region's Business. Innovation, transformation, momentum. Improving our communities and driving technologies that will shape our region for generations. The collaboration that brings vitality, prosperity, and life to living. Stay with us for the coming half hour as we examine in depth our region's business. Now, here's your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, the American Middle East Institute showcases healthcare innovation in our region at an upcoming global conference. Plus a gem of a collegiate competition as teams building genetically engineered machines, and they're doing it right here in our region. But first, One Young World. It's finally here. About 1,500 young people, the best and the brightest from around the world, are coming to Pittsburgh for the annual One Young World Summit. The region is really rolling out the red carpet with a big bridge party, breakout sessions that are turning Pittsburgh into a living laboratory for social issues, and more than 120 community dinners hosted by community leaders and organizations. Katie McSorley runs the Pittsburgh office of Havas, the global communications firm that created One Young World. And Holzer is chairing the host committee. He's president of PNC Bank Pittsburgh. PNC, of course, a sponsor of Our Region's Business. Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome back.
Bill, it's great to be here.
Yeah,
great to be here, Bill. Thanks so much.
And here it is, the much anticipated One Young World Summit. So it's here.
It's here. We are so excited. You said they're rolling out the red carpet, and they are. There are signs starting at the airport. Bear has turned over all of its signs at the airport. So as soon as the delegates get off the plane, they will be greeted there. There are signs on the Parkway coming into the city, and Mount Washington is welcoming One Young World too, with a great big billboard up there.
Yeah, I mentioned all the people. What's the point of this thing?
It is to give young leaders a voice. I mean, just think about last week, I believe it was, the Clinton Global Initiative was in New York City. All of the world's leaders were there, really weighing in on all the issues of the world. Well, in Pittsburgh, One Young World will be here giving our next generation of leaders a big voice about all of the pressing issues. Really
a great program. Cy, you've been leading the charge. A lot of Pittsburgh companies have really stepped up to roll out the welcome mat.
Bill, this is so typical of Pittsburgh. People just rally. This is a one-time event. It's a signature event. It's a global event. And when you think about Pittsburgh and how many chances we have on the sports side to do this, people know Pittsburgh because of sports. But we also have so many other things. We have the amazing cultural events, and as you know better than anybody, more people visit a cultural event in Pittsburgh than you do all the sports combined. So all the companies are behind this, and they are. We have the great companies like Heinz and PPG and Alcoa. And I don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah, it's a long, long list.
Yeah, it's a long list. And then we have all the foundations that rallied. Government has been amazing. The mayor has been terrific. All the city officials. That's incredible. And then you add all the individuals, all the private people who care so deeply about this. Bill, we've rallied everybody, and Katie's done an extraordinary job and getting the message across to the corporations in the right way. U.S. Steel, another one. I didn't want to leave them out. You know, people don't know that we still have great steel production here. So we have the traditional companies, the financial companies like PNC, of course. We have the healthcare companies and the universities, foundations, private. Bill, I can go on and on. I'll stop there.
It's a great demonstration of civic leadership here in Pittsburgh. Beyond for PNC in particular, you're doing more than sort of chairing the committee. You're actually sending delegates yourself as an institution. So clearly you see value from PNC's perspective in having your own emerging leaders participate in something like
Bill,
this.
The people who are going, it was hard fought. We have a competition. Hundreds of people sign up for this competition. We have a committee. It is very difficult deliberation.
Wow.
And the people who go are they're so dedicated to this. And why do we do it for these young people? Because one, it's a global world. So they get a chance to be ambassadors for PNC. So many of these people come to Pittsburgh and say, oh my God, I'm going to Pittsburgh, and then never want to leave. So our young people become the ambassadors. They become the people who say how great Pittsburgh is to 1,500 people, most of which are not from this region. So for us, one, it creates excitement. There's a competition. There are winners, there are people who really care, and at the end of the day, we have some of the brightest people who are going to enter this world with so many other the young bright people to possibly keep some of those people here in Pittsburgh.
That'd be great. Katie, a couple of minutes left. I wonder what exactly are these people going to be doing while they're here for One Young World?
We have 4 exciting days for them. They are going to start arriving on Wednesday and Thursday. They get a ride on the Gateway Clipper before they walk into the opening ceremony. The opening ceremony is going to be at Heinz Hall for the Performing Arts. Manfred Honeck and the Pittsburgh Symphony are going to be playing, and there'll be lots of, it really is a very, it's a very majestic event in terms of the opening ceremony. From there, well, PNC has been so solidly behind the bridge party, which is a big welcoming party for the delegates, and they'll be marched from the Heinz Hall out to the bridge by the Robert Morris University Marching Band. Friday and Saturday, part of Saturday and all day Sunday, they're really going to be spending time in our convention center, where there'll be a number of plenary sessions and breakout sessions. But what we're very, very excited about is on Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. We did not want this to be another conference where we have a beautiful convention center and a beautiful downtown, but we wanted our delegates to really see the city. So, as you mentioned, there are going to be 50 breakout sessions all over the city. The University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon have really donated a lot of their space for this, Phipps Conservatory. And then Saturday night, they're transported to 120 homes and a few other special venues for dinner. It's really going to be a great 4 days.
Really cool. So you do a little bit of broadcasting yourself, so I'll give you the last 40 seconds. Okay, what do you hope these young people are going to take away when they spread again across the world? What do you hope they're going to take away as a memory from Pittsburgh, from our region?
Bill, it's just really simple. Take away the love we have for our city. Right now, Pittsburgh is at the very best it's ever been. If you look at the entire city, today it's the best it's ever been. So we want them to take away, boy, I wasn't sure when I was going there. I never really maybe heard about Pittsburgh or what it is. And when they leave here, I want them to leave here like you and I and everybody else, Katie. We love Pittsburgh. We want them to love it. And the hospitality we'll provide will ensure that.
All right. Well, it's exciting. Congratulations to Havas and everybody behind One Young World. Thanks to Cy for PNC and all the corporate leadership.
It's been a huge, huge team effort, and to the Allegheny Conference, too, who has been solidly behind this, and Visit Pittsburgh and the World Affairs Council.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the World Affairs
Absolutely.
Council. Really stepped up for this. Katie McSorley from Havas, Cy Holzer from PNC. Thank you both so much.
Bill, thanks for having us. Very important.
Thanks.
Next up, iGEM. Young people converging on our region to build biological machines for a shot at a global title. Stay with us.